Now we are going to see the topic universal law of gravitation. Kepler's law were able to explain the planetary motion. They failed to explain the forces responsible for it. Isaac Newton analyzed the Kepler's law, Galileo observation and deduced the law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation states that a particle of mass m1 attracts any other particle of mass m2 in the universe with an attractive force. The law states that the strength of the force of attraction was found to be directly proportional to the product of their masses and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. ரெண்டு மாஸை கன்சிடர் பண்ணுறோம். ஒன் இஸ் m1 another one is m2. அப்போ அந்த ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் அட்ராக்ஷன் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா directly proportional to the product of their masses, that is m1 m2. F directly proportional to m1 m2 and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. F inversely proportional to 1 by r square. Therefore, now write the equation F vector is equal to minus g m1 m2 by r square r vector. R is the unit vector from m1 towards the m2. G is the gravitational constant, the value of 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram minus 2. R is the distance between the two masses m1 m2. The negative sign indicates that gravitational force is always attractive in the nature and the direction of the force is along the line joining the two masses. Now we are going to see the topic important features of gravitational force. According to the law of gravitation, the force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. As the distance between two masses increases, the strength of the force tends to decrease because of inverse depends on r square. Physically, it implies that the planet Uranus experiences less gravitational force from the Sun than the Earth, since Uranus at a large distance from the Sun compared to the Earth. The graph shows the distance and force. The gravitational force is directly proportional to the mass and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Point number 2. The gravitational force between two particles always constitutes an action and reaction pair. It implies that the gravitational force exerted by the Sun on the Earth is always towards the Sun. The reaction force is exerted by the Earth on the Sun. The direction of this reaction force is towards the Earth. Point 3. The torque experienced by the Earth due to the gravitational force of the Sun is given by tau vector is equal to r vector plus f vector. The gravitational force is equal to minus of g m1 m2 by r square r cap. This value substitute in this equation. Therefore, tau vector is equal to r vector plus f vector. Therefore, tau vector is equal to r vector cross minus of g m of e m of s by r square into r unit vector. We know that r vector is equal to r into r unit vector. Therefore, we already studied the second lesson, r cap cross r cap equal to 0. Therefore, this equation tau vector is equal to dl vector by dt is equal to 0. It implies that angular momentum L is a constant vector. In the angular momentum of the Earth about the Sun is constant throughout the motion. It is true for all the planet. In fact, this is constancy of the angular momentum leads to the Kepler's second law. Point number 4. The expression F vector is equal to gravitational force F vector is equal to minus g m1 m2 by r square r cap has one incorrect assumption that both m1 and m2 are treated as point mass. When it is the Earth orbit around the Sun due to the Sun gravitational force, we assume the Earth and the Sun to be a point masses. This assumption is a good approximation because the distance between the two bodies is very much larger than their diameter. For some irregular and extended object separated by a small distance, we cannot directly use the equation. Point number 5. The force of attraction between a hollow sphere of mass capital M with uniform density and point mass small m kept outside the hollow sphere. We can replace the hollow sphere of mass m as equivalent to a point mass m located at the center of hollow sphere. The force of attraction between the hollow sphere of mass capital M and the point mass small m can be calculated by treating the hollow sphere also as another point mass. The entire mass of the hollow sphere appears to be concentrated at the center of the hollow sphere. Point number 6. Consider a hollow sphere of mass capital M. We place then another object of mass small m inside the hollow sphere. The force experienced by this mass small m will be 0. The triumph of the law of gravitation is conclude that the mango that is falling down and the moon orbiting the earth are due to the same gravitational force. Mango tree and the கீழே விழுற force and the moon orbiting the earth due to the same gravitational force.